So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was the main event. But before I talk about the main event, they announced a few things for SmackDown next week. We will be seeing a World Cup tournament with 8 competitors and stuff like that. So yeah, that will apparently be happening next week on SmackDown. And not only that, we will be seeing the New Day taking on either the Usos or the Brawling Brutes, whoever wins that match at Crown Jewel, next week on SmackDown for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships as well. And all that, we will be seeing Shinsuke Nakamura versus Santos Escobar one-on-one next week on SmackDown as well. But after that match got announced, we see Legado del Fantasma talking backstage, talking about how Shinsuke Nakamura should have never stuck his nose into last week's business and all that stuff with Hit Row and all that, and how he's going to regret it next week on SmackDown. So yeah, that's what they said. But then we get to the main event. It was the Intercontinental Champion Gunther versus Rey Mysterio 1-on-1 for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci did came out with Gunther, but Gunther told him to go backstage because he wants to go with this match 1-on-1. And it was a pretty good match at first. Rey started pushing him. But yeah, we've seen him going back and forth and everything. Gunther taking control of this match. At one point, he powerbombed Rey Mysterio on the ring apron, almost getting him count out, but Rey Mysterio got back into the ring by the count of 9. They're going back and forth and everything. At one point, we see Rey Mysterio hitting a 619 onto Gunther. It looked like he was going to be all over. He climbs at the top turnbuckle so he could hit the frog splash off of there, but Gunther comes up knocking him off the turnbuckle. Then he climbs at the top turnbuckle, and then Rey gets up there as well. Trying to hit like a Hurricane Rana onto Gunther off the top turnbuckle, but Gunther holds on to him, lifts him up, trying to hit the powerbomb onto him off the top turnbuckle, but Rey Mysterio versus that powerbomb, and then finally hits the Hurricane Rana onto him off the top turnbuckle, almost getting the 3 count, but Gunther barely kicking out 2. And then at one point we see him hit a sunset flip onto Gunther, almost getting the 3 count, but Gunther kicked out at 2 again. But then he climbed at the top turnbuckle, jumps off with the frog splash, but Gunther moves out the way and Rey Mysterio crashed and burned. After that, he gets hit with a drop kick and bounces off the corner. And then Gunther hits his finish move, the powerbomb, onto Rey Mysterio, but Rey Mysterio barely kicking out at 2 once again. Gunther couldn't believe it. Rey Mysterio fighting back and everything. He finally hits a 619 for the second time again. And then Rey Mysterio climbs up the top turnbuckle. Gunther catches him, trying to hit the powerbomb and stuff again, but, Rey, start fighting back. He hits it again, and then he lifts him up again, hitting a devastating clothesline after laying in some chops onto him, and then pins him for the 3 count. So yeah, Gunther defeated Rey Mysterio tonight in a 1-on-1 match. That's what happened. He retains the Intercontinental Championship. So yeah, that's what happened. Pretty good match though. That was easily match of the night. For that match, I'll give it 4.5 stars. That's why I'll give it really good match between Rey Mysterio and Gunther. Liv Morgan and Sonya Deville had a really good match as well. Go check it out. Natalya versus Shayna Baszler was okay, but I like the ending of that match. What happened after the match at least. And then we got the Usos and Brawling Brutes and stuff, which was pretty good segment. And yeah, I forgot what was the other match. LA Knight versus Ricochet, that was okay. And then Braun Strowman's segment with MVP was alright. But yeah, other than that, SmackDown was pretty good. I'll give it 8.5 stars. That's why I'll give it a pretty good show. 2 good matches on the card, pretty much really good ones. But yeah, I'll be talking about Crown Jewel tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, look out for that. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to my other this channel, Chris Bedales, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. I'll be down there in the description box. And subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys later for tomorrow night's Crown Jewel pay-per-view. See you guys later. Until then.